everybody, it's beer and vinyl time again.
Beer and vinyl.
It's tea time, except we're having beer and tea.
Oh, go on, show me.
No, there's tea because your letter's tea.
Oh, I see that. I thought it was some special tea.
No, not tea beer. There was a coffee one in there.
Yeah.
There was a coffee, and I looked at the price. It was like £4 something for one bottle. It was, or no, it was actually a little can. It was £4.50 something for a tiny little can of some kind of Cuban coffee.
Mega hipster beer.
Yeah, it was mega hipster beer basically. Yeah, so we've got some Peter's Ruby Red Ale.
I've had that one, yeah.
Yeah, I think we probably have. I've got just repeats actually. I've got that honey porter. I've not tried that honey porter yet. I don't think so. Anyway,
I don't think I did. I saw it. I was thinking about it.
I don't remember having the honey porter, and I couldn't resist an old favourite that we had earlier on in the.
Oh really?
The whiskey
I thought that'd be a bit much for you.
The whiskey beer. No, it was alright. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too, actually. No, I'm thinking about it now. Yeah, it was a little bit weird, but no, I didn't mind it actually. It was alright.
Yeah.
It was a bit odd, but it was like one of those ones where you know, give it a couple of tries and you get used to it. You know.
Well, I've gone for
I don't think I need three though, but never mind.
St Peter's Old Style Porter. I don't think I had that one there. I've not had that one.
Oh, I never saw that on the shelf
actually.
actually.
Yeah, it was in the fridge.
Ah,
in the fridge.
Okay, cool.
There. And ELB Jamboree, which is a golden one. So,
okay, no, the golden ones sometimes are alright, but yeah. You haven't got that many teas actually, looking here. I thought you'd have more than that.
Nah, I should have more than that, because there's a lot of good stuff.
I think I tried this honey porter stuff. I don't remember trying the honey porter before.
Yeah, let's have a read. Have a read.
Oh yeah, have a read.
Have a read.
Okay, 4.5. A traditional English porter, auburn red in colour and finished with honey for a truly unique aroma and taste. Honey aromas on the nose, combined with flavours of honey, chocolate and vanilla, make this a unique and pleasing ale.
Lovely.
There you go.
Well, at least this show won't be 2 hours.
Yeah.
Jesus. A blend of a mature old ale and a young light ale creates a porter of traditional character, dark in colour, complex in taste, brewed with the skill and patience in one of Britain's finest small brewers. Yeah, where are they based again? St Peter's Hall,
is it something?
Suffolk.
Oh, Suffolk, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was Cornwall for some reason. Suffolk.
Know your limits.
Yes.
See that?
Yeah, there's... What does it say about knowing your limits?
Adults do not regularly exceed 40 units per week. Avoid. This is 2.6 units.
Well, that's a bit of alright.
Yeah, well, I don't. Yeah. Hard to know. It's funny that when you go to see your doctor, well, how much do you drink a week? Well, I don't know. What do you mean? You know, it's like sometimes I don't have some beer, sometimes I have loads of beer.
What kind of week it is? I'm going to see my dad.
It's always a strange thing when they say that.
I'm going to see my dad tomorrow night, so I'll be having a couple of beers.
I don't regularly have one a day or something on a regular basis. Right. Lovely.
I probably won't have all 3 of these now. This is 2.3. Look at that. 2.3, 2.2, that's 4.5. 7.9. That's over half my weekly recommended beer
allowance.
Yeah. I thought it was more than that. I thought it was 21 for men and 14 for women.
Maybe I saw women.
It just says adults, though. It just says adults.
Adults.
Maybe they've changed the.
Come down a bit.
Yeah, maybe they've made it equal for both. Maybe they've 14 for all adults. And there's a picture of a pregnant woman holding up a beer with a little line going for it.
All right.
So I hope that doesn't include me as well.
Just me, fat blokes.
I kind of look like her from the side, actually.
Yeah, we're both pregnant.
Yeah.
We're both a bit on the pregnant side, aren't we?
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. Never mind. Getting old and comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
How was work today, anyway? Same old rubbish?
Yeah, I was
not broken anything recently?
No, my toenail's nearly off though.
Yeah, you mentioned
as the old one was poking through.
Oh, you haven't slashed your hands up today?
No, it's all good. Healing up well.
That'll be next week then, you'll be coming in on practice.
Yeah, my eye out.
Hobbling in. Oh, don't say that, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I hate that. Ooh, just,
what, eyes?
Yeah, anything to do with eyes is oh.
It is though, isn't it?
Yeah, I just do the yeek. Oh well.
You listen to gore metal.
Yeah, I know that. Eyes. The eyes. Always. People used to swing things around when I was a kid. I always get really freaky
about the eyes. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So we may not have a show next week. Or
yeah, because I thought you was going to bring 2 lots around because I'm going to go with my dad's next week.
We could maybe sneak one in this week. if you're not too busy.
Oh yeah, I'm not so busy now actually because,
okay.
because I wasn't sure. I was going to have to look after Lisa's dad because he's having an operation, but that's been cancelled. It's been delayed, so I'm not going to. So I'll be here tomorrow night and Thursday night if you want to come over.
Yeah, maybe we'll do. Maybe
tomorrow or Thursday night. Yeah, it'd be
cool.
alright. So maybe there will be a show next week. We'll see.
And maybe there'll be a radio show.
Yeah, I haven't asked that
together.
Have you worked it out?
No, I haven't had time. I should be able to sort my book out this week and then get into it. But I think I've got I think I remember from last time what I got to do. But they'll help me at the radio station anyway. So we should be alright. Hopefully, alright for a show.
Cool.
After this.
There's that one. Oh yeah, that's that one as well. Yeah.
First album syndrome, here we go again. In fact, a couple.
Was it The Legacy, the first one, isn't it?
Yeah, in fact, I don't have a lot of Testament, really.
New Order? You got New Order?
No, I thought I did. That's terrible. New Order's my favourite album. Well, this is live at Eindhoven. This is around it's live at Dynamo Festival.
Right.
In '87, so this will be around the first album time. It's pretty cool. Sort of mini live albums EP really.
Yeah.
So
when was do you remember the late dates of their albums?
87 is Legacy.
So this is just after Legacy then?
Yeah, just Legacy.
So it must be 88, must be New Order then?
Yeah, 89.
New Order was the first album of Testaments that I've got, and this
I love New Order.
Fucking is a great album.
Legacy and New Order is great, and then the next.
Do you know what? I don't think I've got Legacy. No. I don't think I've got the first album of that one as well. Curse of the Legion of Death and all that kind of thing.
Fool.
Because apparently they changed their name, didn't they? They were going to be called Legacy.
Legacy,
for a while,
yeah.
I think it was Sousa who suggested to them to be called Testament. I'm sure I remember reading that somewhere.
No, it was.
Billy Milano. That's right. Yeah, Billy Milano.
Call yourself Testament. Yeah, I thought he was going crazy over it. Oh, then Testament.
Okay, that do.
Yeah. Yeah, so the first album Legs is really good, and the New Order's excellent. I love that album.
Demon Preacher.
Yeah, fucking everything's on it.
Listen to these
Into
words
the Pit.
I preach. Yeah, of course, Into the Pit. Sure, bring
My
your
show. I don't even have the album.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's a good point actually.
Yeah,
I'll be mentioning that on chat next time I come and listen to you. Oh, what's this, Elric? Why are you calling the show Into the Pit? Well, you don't even own the album.
How do I even have the music?
What are we saying there?
Yeah, it's a great album. Legs is great as well. And then they did this album.
I should keep an eye out for Legacy actually, because I've only got it on tape. I've just recorded it off people. So yeah, it's one I should. Pretty sure. I can't even remember now what I've got. It's terrible. So is this the third album then?
Yeah.
Practice What You Preach.
Practice What You Preach. First album had Over the Wall, Burnt Offerings.
We haven't mentioned it before on the show, but Testament's one of those bands that I've not had a single album of theirs that I've not liked.
It's another band that are producing good albums later on in their career as well.
They had one little bit in the middle where was it Alex Skolnick who was a bit of a guitar wanker. He wanted to do everything. I think it was. I can't remember if it was him or the other guitarist there at the time, but he wanted to make it more melodic and all that kind of thing.
Well, funny enough, the next album after this one I'm not overly keen on, and I'm not overly keen on Souls of Black, not overly keen on Ritual actually.
I like Souls of Black, I thought Souls of Black was good, and I didn't mind Ritual, even though it was
their Black album.
Yeah, if there's any album by Testament I was going to dislike, it would be Ritual. But I found that the slower tracks on there were still enough going to keep me happy, basically. Yeah. So I think it's possibly his voice. Fucking shit, brain's gone dead. What's his voice?
Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry, yeah. Let's say Chuck Berry. Johnny be good. Chuck Berry, yeah. His voice, I think, just carried the songs along, and they had lots going musically for him.
He's one of the best vocalists in metal. I think he's really underrated because he can sing. Like with power, he can do death metal vocal. Yeah. He can do everything. That guy, he's amazing. And live, he can do.
Jumped ahead of myself as well. Actually.
Yeah, we have a bit. Yeah. So this is
my fault.
Practice What You Preach.
That's good album covers. I like that album.
Yeah, it is good album cover from that '89. Even with this album, you can sort of hear that there's moving slightly away from thrash metal. It's a bit more groove based. Well, that's the thing with Testament. Different to a lot of thrash bands of the '80s, they had this great mid-tempo groove, didn't they? Like it really grooved along at a mid pace.
Yeah.
They were really good at that.
And it was still it was able to sort of get under your skin, still provide enough
fucking riff and heavy,
enough momentum to get you like foot tapping and your head banging.
So you got Practice What You Preach, Perilous Nation. I like a lot. It's quite melodic. It's a lot more.
So it's been a while since I listened to it. 'Cause I can't remember any of the.
Greenhouse Effect. A bit more political lyrically.
Yeah.
The ballad.
The ballad. I'll probably play it and I'll remember them all, but at the moment they're not really sort of jumping out at me. But I do remember I quite enjoyed it back in the day, but yes, it's a long fucking time since I last listened to it. We need to have a testament night.
Night for everything.
Yeah. Well, Souls Are Black I remember quite liking. These are the lost souls, they seem so black.
Yeah.
Look at the lost souls, souls are black. And there's a 30 Days in May.
It's only a song I like. I
can't remember the rest of it, but I'm sure it's 30 Days in May was one of the songs like that. Was that on that one? 30 Days of May?
Don't think so.
What is it
The
on there?
Legacy is on it though, the ballad.
Yeah.
I know the one you mean, 30 days. Oh yeah, 7 days of May.
7 days, I can't remember,
They've got
the exact period.
They've got a song called 30 Days and something as well, The Gathering.
Okay,
30 days.
Maybe that's why I'm getting confused then. I knew it was
30 Days of Darkness, I think it's called.
Okay. I know because I was trying to work out what it was about, because it sounded like a political kind of like a rebellion kind of song, and there was like a May rebellion at some country. I've never been looking it out, and there was also a film that I think was called 7 Days of May, like an old film from like '69 or something like that. But
I need to kind of listen to this a bit more because it's even more melodic than that and even less thrashy. And I also think. When's this come out? About 92, something like that. I also think the production's a bit like...
not so crisp.
Yeah. But anyway, Souls Are Black, I could be absolutely wrong.
Another cool cover.
Yeah, pretty cool cover. But the title track's wicked.
Yeah.
I love the title track.
I do like the title track.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a couple more on there I quite enjoyed at the time. Maybe I'll... Yeah. One Man's Legacy, 7 Days of May, right? 7 Days of May. Yeah, maybe I didn't listen to it as much as I thought I did. But Souls Are Black, I definitely remember being a good track. 7 Days of May I played a few times on my show and that.
Right.
So it kind of rings a bell. I probably listened to it and I remember them, but no practice. I've got a feeling that... I can't remember how it goes. I've got a feeling it's...
I can't remember.
All these albums, man, it's so bloody long since you listen to them. It's crazy.
So then they did did the Black Album thing of trying to change their style a bit.
They were kind of going on that progression anyway, weren't they?
Yeah, they were more melodic progression.
There's a lot of guitar wiggling going on in it as well.
Yeah, the songs are really long. I don't know, very melodic. The band don't actually like the album that much.
I like the Electric Crown.
Oh, that's a
Electric Crown was a wicked song.
Yeah.
And also Return to Serenity is a really cool. Yeah, that's a really cool track. Even though it's a ballad, it's got a really good vibe to it. I thought.
Yeah.
Return to Serenity. It's got some real feeling in it.
Yeah.
Have you not got that one? You not got that album?
No, that's it. We're done with Testament. I like to go through them though because there's some albums with it.
And is that after? Was it Low after?
I love Low.
Low is a good
Low was such a good comeback. That was powerful.
Who was the guitarist who was influencing to be? It wasn't Skolnick, was it?
No, it was the guy that's written every fucking...
Not Marty Friedman or something weird like that. It was
Alex Murphy.
Was it him?
Yeah, Alex Murphy.
No, he was doing the heavy stuff.
No, it was him. It was him.
Who was trying to get him to be softer?
He was in Death, he was in Cancer.
Disincarnate.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't have been going to get... I'm sure there was another guy who was trying to get him to be all widdly guitar and...
It was him, because I love that album. Yeah, but the album's back to heavy again. In fact, it's... Are
you saying that James Murphy was in...
James Murphy, yeah. Right.
You're saying James Murphy was in Low?
He was in the album
Low, and that's when he came in?
Yeah.
No, but I'm talking about the guys that were before him. The one that was because when the guitarist left and James Murphy joined, he was made heavy again.
Yeah.
But before that, the guitar.
I see.
I think it was Skolnick for some reason. I don't know. I'm sure it's
Skolnick.
I don't know now, but is he the one that's still with him? I lose track on people's names.
Skolnick left off the ritual. I'm sure he did.
So maybe that was. I think it was him then who wanted the. It to be softer. I think he wanted to be more melodic. And I think that when he left, they went back to being heavy. And that Low was kind of like death metal almost, wasn't it?
A lot of death metal. It had that modern production. It was really heavy. I love God, loads brilliant. Dog-faced gods.
Yeah.
The ballad in there, Trail of Tears, about the Red Indian nation.
Right.
That's a brilliant song. I love that.
Because he is
like
Native American. He's got a Native American blood, old chap.
Yeah.
What's the album after? Is it Rick? No.
Well, the next album is, a lot of people got a problem with the next album. I quite like it. Demonic. It was a death metal album.
Is that the one that starts with the countdown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was their heaviest album. That was their death metal album.
Yeah,
really.
I couldn't. I
it was alright. It was cool. Murky Waters is on it. I like that track. It's pretty
I remember
good.
didn't mind it at the time, but I don't think I listened to it as much as the early stuff, to be honest. But I remember hearing it and thinking, oh yeah, this is pretty cool.
Then it was The Gathering.
The Gathering, right.
Which had thingy from Slayer on drums on that album. David.
Oh, David Marlowe, yeah.
But I had 30 Days Darkness. That was a good album actually. It had a low sort of vibe to it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I got that one. I'm not too sure.
That was a
I think after Ritual, I got them on CD. So I know I got that on CD. I know I've got Didn't Want It Cause It on CD.
Yeah. Then he got ill, didn't he? Chuck Billy with cancer, so they stopped for years. Because that was 2000.
They were doing like benefit gigs and all that kind of thing, weren't they?
But
what did he have cancer of? Do you know?
I think I'm not sure.
Was it brain cancer? Was it?
I don't know, but he fought that and beat it.
Yeah, thank God.
And now they're kicking ass with they've done a whole Formation Damnation album's really good. They just come back with a load of really good sort of solid modern metal albums.
Yeah.
You know, but still thrashy and aggressive.
Still good to see live.
Absolutely.
I remember seeing him at Bloodstock, but I was so fucking pissed I didn't remember it. The next morning I woke up going, oh no, I missed Blood, I missed Testament, oh fucking hell. And my brother was going, no, we was there at the front, fucking, we was like singing along to it. I'm like, oh, I don't remember.
And he's the only other singer that does a Freddie Mercury with the mic stand. He has a Freddie Mercury style mic stand.
It's a long time since I've seen them actually, thinking about it. That Bloodstock must be the last time I saw them.
Yeah.
And that was freaking knows how long ago it was now. Fucking time's flying by, mate, I tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I wonder if you know this next band. I think you might do. They're a death metal band called Thanatos.
Oh yeah.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those.
Yeah, this is an album out of 92.
I don't think I've got any on vinyl. I feel I might have that one on CD. I'm not 100% sure.
Realm of Ecstasy. Are they Dutch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Dutch band. I've got to say, one of those bands, I know the name, but I don't really know them that Dutch well.
Names,
I don't. I mean, I've got the CD, but I couldn't. I think I might have two, but I've not listened to it so I could say, oh yeah, these are really good. This song's good. That song's good. So I know that I've kind of that. I think it may be the album I've got.
Just sounds like good old death metal, you know, like.
But I don't think they did anything that sort of make me sort of really get into them.
It's quite interesting. There's pictures of them. With Sepultura Beneath Remains background, there's Max Cavanera, so they must have been touring with them.
Maybe one of them, at
the time, but yeah.
Thanatos is quite a sort of popular name. There's a few sort of bands of that kind of Thanatos. I think there was a Thanatos that I saw. I played a Thanatos the other day on my show. It's kind of just the Greek god of death, isn't it?
Right.
Thanatos. Yeah.
Cool stuff.
So. I think they've played. I'm sure they've played in the UK. I can't remember if I've seen them or not.
Are they still going?
Yeah, they're still going. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If it's the same Thanatos, of course, it could be a different Thanatos. I think they might have had a split up and then reformed. Actually, I'm gonna look that up while you talk about the next album. This is what we should do. Really, we should have Metal Archives open so we can pretend. We can pretend that we're actually quite clever. We can sort of make
talk
up
while we're doing this. Looking to the left slightly.
Reading it off the screen and trying to make out that we're really intelligent.
Right, you won't like this band, but I do, so I don't care. This is Therapy.
Yeah, shit band.
Therapy?
Yeah,
they're not.
They don't even know they are called Therapy. They're like Therapy.
Therapy.
Yeah, they've been around. They split up from 92 to 99. They've been around for the last 20 years. They've still been going.
Okay.
They've got quite a few albums now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
When was Realms? What was that in there?
Realm of Ecstasy 92.
Yeah, was that the first? Second?
No, it was the second album.
Second album. Right.
Yeah, Emerging from the Neverworld was the first one.
Okay.
Angelic Encounters. I think I might have Angelic Encounters as well. Actually, that name rings a bell. But it's the thing. Yeah, doesn't really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I did a video on YouTube once. Basically, it was for a comic book. There's an old UK comic book called Toxic, and there was a character called the Driver. And for some reason, I made it into like a cartoon. I got all the pictures and put them like in a thing, and so it played along. And I had music in the background. And I had, and because it was like it was about a driver. I had one of the Thanatos tracks. It's got something to do with Hell Rider or something like that. So I used that as one of the tracks on the backing for it. So
that's a point. That's something I've not asked, and I all this time. What's the title music you play?
What, the beginning of our thing? Of
of any of your things.
Do you know Nathaniel from Damn?
Oh, okay.
He just did it for me one day.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah,
it is.
Sounds like it's like a big band or something.
Well,
produced.
It's a good band. It is. Yeah, he's knocked it up for me. Because I asked him to do an intro for my podcast, and he made me that. And I'm like, no, I want a kind of spoken intro. You say, hi, this is Nathaniel from Damn, and you're listening to High Speed Hangover podcast. But he just did me a musical thing, and I use it on everything.
Yeah,
it comes in handy. It's like a little 21-second long music clip, and it does sound pretty kick-ass actually.
Yeah, it is. Good, yeah. Funny, I've never asked. But yeah, this is therapy. I like this band. The early stuff is more noisy.
I don't.
And you don't.
Just in case anybody didn't realise.
They're hard to categorise. You're categorising them as shit.
Yeah.
But
I think I've hit the nail on the head there. Let's move on to the next band.
They are hard to categorise because like the stuff like the Troublegum album is like a lot considered like pop punk.
Yeah.
But to me it's more angst than that. It's a bit more heavier.
Is that the band that played at Ozfest one year and Black Sabbath?
Yeah, they played together for a couple of years.
They were on the bill along with Foo Fighters. And
probably.
I think when they came on, everyone was fucking doing Mexican waves around the
They were for Foo Fighters.
Milton Dome. Yeah.
For Foo Fighters they were.
Were they as well? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's funny, one of the biggest bands in the fucking country, no one gave a fucking shit about them when they played.
Yeah. I think Therapy started the rock though, because I'm sure Therapy were rock before then.
They were a really good live band as well.
I don't think anyone was enjoying them. I'm pretty sure everyone else was like, what the fuck are they doing on this
funny
bill?
On the bill, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they played Donington a couple of times in the 90s. But no, I like them.
I don't know.
The early stuff is a bit more kind of noisy.
Right.
Alternative rock, maybe you could call them, I don't know. But I like this. It's got shit kicking.
They never really like associated themselves with being metal at all, though, did they? I don't.
They never associated themselves with anything.
No, I suppose they wanted to be their own thing.
Northern Irish band, Belfast.
If people wanted to give them a gig, they'd do it.
They got a song called Shit Kicker.
Okay.
Potato Junk is good. Skimming Pit's awesome. It's good. This is their first mini album. They call it a mini album because it's almost like an EP but slightly longer. They did a couple.
Right.
They did Pleasure, Death and Baby Teeth, which are like little mini albums. But
it was always a bit of a thing. What is the difference between an EP and an LP? I mean, like it's
it's a close thing, isn't it?
Yeah, Raining Blood is like 28 minutes, and that's an LP. That's a full length.
Remember
you might get an EP.
The Misfits 14-minute album. Remember that? They do.
That still counts as being a full length album. Well, it's extended play, isn't it? EP.
That's what it stands for.
Yeah, LP is long play, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Surely a lot. I don't know. So I suppose it's got a single. So you've got a single, it's just one track.
Yeah.
On either side. Extended play is slightly longer than a single, and you got a full length or.
Because usually EPs are still on 45, but I bet this is.
Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of EPs. I've seen on 33
but,
actually.
Yeah. Wouldn't say that.
I mean, when it comes to CDs, it all is now. I suppose it's just a matter of what you want to call it, really. You know, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, if it's only got like 4 or 5 tracks, you've got to call it an EP, ain't you, really? Then I suppose it depends on the length of the tracks, but I don't know. More Therapy. More Therapy.
This is the Short Sharp Shock EP.
Right.
Yeah, actually called an EP.
It's called an EP. This is definitely an EP, folks.
Called EP, folks. This has got Scream Major, like as in teenager.
Right.
Scream Major.
Scream Major.
Lyrically, they're really good. It's all about growing up and angst and all that.
Sharp Shock was like a. I don't know if it actually did happen. It did happen, didn't it? This Short Sharp Shock was they fucking. It was like not a capital but it was for criminals though, wasn't it?
Yeah, Short Sharp Shock.
And they whipped their asses with a fucking. I don't know what that was actually. It was actually a thing. I don't remember hearing about it. But
have a look.
They were talking about this as like. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking have to look it up now.
It's got Scream Major, Auto Surgery, which is a great track. Totally Random Man and Accelerator, which is awesome. So yeah, great stuff.
Sure, I don't know if they were talking about making it a thing or. I don't know if it actually became an actual enforced punishment. I'm sure I remember hearing about it on the news. Maybe they were talking about bringing it in or something like that.
So this is Therapy's official first album called Nurse.
Okay.
92. Nurse. Really good.
Nurse?
Nurse. Great album actually. It's got Nausea on it. Teeth Grinder, which is great. Accelerator. Her Personality. They got great titles.
Yeah.
Good lyrics as well, you know. Quite often their songs start with a bizarre sort of lyric. Like one song starts with "Masturbation saved my life," and a lot of the songs just start straight out with a full-on lyric. It's hilarious.
Well, it was a key manifesto promise of Home Secretary William Whitelaw after the 1979 election, the Short Sharp Shock.
Okay.
It was going to be like basically a kick up the arse for kids. I'm not sure what it was. Can't bother to read into it more. But it was like a corporal punishment or something. Did they actually do it or not?
What year?
Oh no, I think it was. I don't think it was actually like as a punishment. I think they were banged up in a ball store and made to do lots of hard work or something like that. So I'm not sure. I thought I had a feeling that probably something I heard as a kid, and I thought it was something, and it probably wasn't. I don't know.
Anyway, the next album was Trouble Gun, which was a massive breakthrough album. And I love Trouble Gun; it's really good.
Yeah, name rings a bell.
Loads of good songs in that album. So I like the 90s output. I've never really sort of bothered after the 90s, but I have seen them. I see them for the first time in years.
And they're still going.
Supporting, yes, they're still going. Yeah, and I see them like last year for the first time in absolutely donkey's years. They were really good.
Mm. What was the question mark about? Did they ever?
Yeah, no, I mean, as far as I remember, when they started,
was it like, do we need therapy?
Well, no. Really, it was they sort of faxed it or like had it on they printed it out on a copy, and it was kind of a bit of a mistake.
Okay.
Putting the question mark in, it was just to make up space or whatever it was. So it don't actually really mean anything. It just stayed. They just kept it. It's quite weird.
I'm just trying to think. Are there any other bands you have
question mark
punctuation marks in there? There's bound to be. I think there was. I'm sure there's bound.
Sun have a lot. Sun.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true.
Apparently they're called Sun. Everyone thinks of them as Sun.
Yeah, I always call them Sun. I know they're supposed to be called Sun, but apparently it's a make of amp, isn't it? And that symbol is like what's on the side of the amp.
Right.
I think that's like the symbol for that amp. I believe. I could be wrong.
Right.
There was a band I played on my show. I can't remember the fucking name. I'm sure it had an exclamation. There was a band with 2 exclamation marks. I think it did.
Well, there is a band called Off. Right. They're a punk band with maybe a couple of exclamation marks.
I think it was like something like Wolf's Attack or something like that, and it was like exclamation mark. I think there was another one called Behold the Monolith, and I think that had an exclamation mark on it as well.
The monolith.
Yeah, Behold the Monolith. I think that's what it was. It's something like that anyway. I have to look that up again now. Oh, my memory and trying to remember things. Keep them occupied while I try and work out my poor brain.
Well, I got a lot of good bands that I've only got 1 album of. This is a band that I should have a lot more albums of. We've only got a couple.
The Behold, it is Behold the Monolith, but it's the exclamation mark is after the Behold.
Oh, Behold!
Behold! The Monolith!
No.
Like that.
No, Behold! The Monolith.
Yeah, something like that. They were quite good actually.
Yeah, this is a great band, classic, you know, all-time rock band. This is Thin Lizzy. And this is the lovely gatefold version of Jailbreak, my favourite album. It's the only studio album.
Jailbreak, is that one?
Yeah, it's my only studio album I got actually by them, but it's,
I don't know anything, Lizzie.
I love this album, it's awesome.
Show them how the gatefold works of the...
Let's show you the back first.
Is that something like a TV screen or something?
Yeah. So there's the...
There you go. So you can see them for the little gap in the front of the...
like that.
In the front of the... That's it, that's them breaking out.
Breaking out.
What is that, 78 or something like that?
76, I think.
76,
yeah. Yeah, it's a great album, this actually.
The fill line
it comes out through the inside there, which is quite unusual as well. Yeah, fill line it. It's got Warriors, ding, ding, ding. Great song that is. The Boys Are Back in Town.
Of course, yeah.
Emerald, which is awesome as well, and Cowboy Song. Just a really good album. It's kind of widely considered their best, really.
Right.
But they've done other really good albums as well. They did another album in the same year.
Okay.
Johnny the Fox.
Right. They tended to
in
do
the
that
same
more
year.
in them days, didn't they?
Yeah.
They come a bit
bash out an album, don't you?
True, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the only way to get people.
Should have a cover for that one, shouldn't I? Cause
Yeah.
it's a bit fancy. If
I still reckon the albums came out more plentiful in that time because there was no other medium for people to get into the band. Because like nowadays, someone can bring out an album, they can put it on social media, and they can go on TV all the time. They can put stuff out on social media pages and all that, and it will keep the fans occupied and into them. But in them days, you'd listen to an album, and unless you had another album, you'd go, you'd end up looking for something else. So maybe they put out albums more readily.
No, I think it's just technology. I think because there's so much technology around, people take much more time doing an album nowadays and before just the technology.
It was quite some of the best albums. They've gone in, are leaving the fucking songs. And
most people's early albums,
just jammed them out when they were in there, kind of thing, didn't they? It happened quite a lot, didn't it?
Yeah, the first Sabbath album was done in a day. And
at that time, didn't fucking Ace of Spades get written in a weekend session or something like that? It's just like, what's that really famous one where he did the song just literally off the fucking cuff, and he didn't know he hates it. Like I don't think it was
Motorhead.
I don't know if it was Motorhead. There was one that I was thinking about. It was really quite well known. I can't remember what it was now. I'm sure there was one that was quite well known that was just like literally just off the cuff.
I think also when bands start up, obviously they've got a lot of money, so they've just got to quickly hire a studio for a couple of days and bang an album out.
As quickly as they can.
And quite often it's the better albums, So
sometimes sometimes I suppose it's possible you can overthink a song. If you just go in there, do the riff, get everyone doing their bits, and then suddenly it becomes really popular. But if you have a chance to work on it, you might get away from what more simplistic start. And end up turning it into an over convoluted thing that may not be as good as what the original idea was.
Yeah, Tony Iommi Sabbath was like that. He only does a few takes of a solo, and then John Lord of Deep Purple, the keyboard, does the Hammond. I always wondered because when you listen to some of the old Purple stuff, you can hear the Hammond making slight mistakes, and that's because he just does one or two takes and that's it. He don't like to do any more than that because he feels he lose the soul of it.
Okay.
And so he said himself, the solos are there, warts and all, fresh kind of thing. So interesting.
I suppose that means when it comes to playing live, there might be a little variation as well, where he's played it without a mistake.
Right, this is an absolute classic live album, or I say live in quotes because it's about as live as fucking any studio album.
Okay.
No, it's Thin Lizzy Live and Dangerous. It's an absolute classic live album. It's full of fucking overdubs.
Right, yeah.
It's full of fucking overdubs and what's the point?
Yeah.
That was
either you want to recreate the bloody feel, the live atmosphere and feel of it, or you don't.
It's a shame that it's such a great album.
They put overdubbing it, to get rid of the waltz. That's part of it.
Yeah. Don't worry about them.
Double album, yeah.
Double album. It's still good though.
Yeah. I never into Thin Lizzy. Never really listened to them at all.
I'm not massive into them, hence I don't know a lot of albums.
Yeah.
But
How many albums did they have before Phil Lynott died? He wasn't around an awful long time, was he?
Well, I mean, Thin Lizzy had already pretty much finished by the time he died. There wasn't really.
Was he there from the beginning, or was he?
Yeah. Phil Lynott was there from the beginning. They started out as a three-piece. The drummer and Phil Lynott were always through the whole thing, but they were a three-piece in the early 70s with Eric Bell, the guitarist. And then when they got Scott Gorham and Brian Robinson, that twin guitar harmony thing kind of made them famous, And that's when they sort of went more into the heavy rock stuff. They were more sort of folky and poetry back in the day.
They did that Whiskey in a Jar, didn't they? That was
that was their first hit.
That was an Irish song, wasn't it?
That was with Eric
folk
Bell.
song, wasn't it?
Irish folk song.
Yeah.
They do a good version of it, So nah, really good. But I definitely do want more albums from this band though, because they're awesome.
What was it? Was it drugs that killed him? Or?
Yeah, he died about 86, I think it was.
He was only 20 odd, wasn't he?
No, he would have been a bit older than that, probably maybe 30 odd, but still young, you know what I mean? Too young.
I think he might be one of those, was it 27 club they called it, or 28 club?
He may have been, no, I think he was older than that because, like, Thin Lizzy started in, like, the early 70s.
Well, yeah, he died in 86. So he must, yeah, he'd have to have been very young to,
yeah, so he probably was mid to late 30s when he died. Oh, this is one of my poppy rock things from like that I always have.
Right,
I really love this album. I don't know why, but I just do.
Is it Tapao?
It is.
Is it really?
It is.
Oh,
Can you believe it? Can you?
I thought I was joking when I said that.
No, you're not joking. Never joke with me, mate. I've got all sorts of fucking strange stuff.
Is there something Decker?
Yeah.
Something Decker?
Yeah, Carol Decker.
Carol Decker.
Such a good voice.
How did I know that?
And she's so nice as well. I love this. I love this woman. She's nuts though, yeah.
Elric and Carol sitting in the tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
I love this woman. Yeah.
And why is she nuts? Is she Binoc level nuts? Or is she
no. She's just funny. She's just funny when you see her interviewed and that. But
funny haha or funny peculiar?
Bit of both. No, she's such a good vocalist and. You know, China in Your Hand and Heart and Soul is really good. Valentine I really like. There is Monkey House is quite a heavy rocking song.
Monkey House.
Oh,
Monkey House. It was like Bob Monkey House.
Sex Talk. Oh,
aye. I say, because the Power was Spock's mother, wasn't she, from Star Trek?
Oh yeah,
something like that. Yeah. I think when he has the pon farr, he goes back to Vulcan and has to battle with Spock with whatever them sticky things are called that they use on Vulcan. Yeah, basically.
It reminds me of Blondie in a way because it's like, look, it's her, and there's some blokes in the background. They're who are they, you know. And Blondie was a bit like that. It is a band, but it kind of isn't. Yeah. It's all about the woman.
Yeah, there was definitely a big aspect of that. It's not it's still quite prevalent in rock though, I'd say.
Yeah.
We do get
especially,
quite
symphonic.
The female fronted bands. They do kind of still push the the woman
Like, I was always suspicious about Arch Enemy bringing another woman vocalist in. I don't mind if you bring a woman vocalist in first time, fair enough, you know, whatever, she's a great vocalist. But when you do it again, I think that's like you're doing it on purpose.
Unless they were open to male and female people applying.
They were like, we've got to get another pretty woman in. Who can do it, don't get me wrong, she's awesome, but...
There are some fucking powerful women singers.
Yeah, but no,
it's all walks. Black metal fucking woman singer is fucking evil.
Yeah,
and also some death metal. Cerebral Bore had a little little Dutch lady.
She's unbelievable. She was.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
She could do everything.
Fuck does she get that noise out of her tiny little frame?
Yeah,
it's just like wow,
it's mad. But she had a great voice. I think they're still going in sort of like, they do like little 80s kind of things, you know.
Like 80s weekenders and that
kind of stuff.
I'm sure they would do,
But no, thing is, this was their first album and it was really good. But then they did the next album and it was just a bit shit, really, to be honest. So I think they did a couple more albums.
They didn't do an awful lot on the charts, did they? I think
this did really well on the charts.
Was massive. That was number one, wasn't it? For a few weeks.
Valentine was in the charts, Heart and Soul. This was probably maybe number one, the album.
Yeah.
But the next couple albums were pretty naff. I mean, you could say that this is naff.
I'm a bit surprised actually. We did your S's. There was no Shawaddy Waddy last week.
Damn.
I'd write you down as a Shawaddy Waddy guy. And who's that one? What's the name of that band that won the Eurovision Song Contest that year? I can't believe you didn't have any of their records. Making your mind up. That one.
Bucks Fizz.
Bucks Fizz. Yeah. Do you not have any of them?
Landing Bees, mate.
Oh, I don't believe it. I'm kind of shocked, mate. Kind of shocked.
I'm letting the side down.
Have you got any Eurovision Song Contest band?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Again, this band I absolutely love, and I've only got one album, and
I think I only got one album. I think it's a double though. I think it's like 2 albums put together.
Yeah.
I don't think it was actually originally a double album. I think it's like Skull and
that's right.
And another one, but on
Run to the Light maybe, or Sounds. Sound 9.
Yeah.
Sound 9,
Yeah,
that's the
Sound
first 2
9,
albums.
It was, yeah.
Well, their 80s stuff is
Believe
great.
so.
Sound 9's brilliant. I love The Skull, that's a great album. Run to the Light's pretty good. And then they signed to Def Jam, actually,
Right.
and a major label, and did this fucking brilliant album.
Change the subject slightly. I was talking about
Yeah.
Penance last week.
Penance?
Yeah, I mentioned I thought I saw Sleep like back in the day when they first came over.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought I'd seen them with Penance, and I looked up, and Penance played with Cathedral and Sleep on a tour. So it may well have been that I'd seen Sleep back in the day. Are you going to read that through now?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Oh, do you want to? Oh, fuck it. I'll get the glass to do that. I fucking forgot about it.
Let me, what shall I add? Let's have the Ruby Red Ale. Okay, Ruby Red Ale. An Auburn Red Ale with subtle malt undertones and a pleasing aroma of vine fruits. This rich ale is brewed with rye crystal malt, providing it with a distinctive spiced and peppery aroma with pleasant woody flavours.
It is nice.
Cool.
This is Jamboree Golden Ale. ELB Jamboree is a golden ale using English hops throughout, in particular Bramling Cross. A blend of lager, pale and wheat malt gives a smooth but refreshing mouthfeel. Oh, that's used.
Oh yeah, mouthfeel. You read that before, didn't you? So you just feel it in your mouth, basically.
Yeah.
It's not. It's an invented word, isn't it? Yeah. It's like 2 words, but made into 1 word.
Yeah, so I love all the travel stuff, but when they brought...
Daisy, you've shaken it up again. Got a wet hand there. And a wet floor.
But yeah, this was a big album from it was a major label, and they did about 4 videos.
Okay.
For this, and it's just such a great album. It has a bit more of a sort of a bigger sort of production. So yeah, this is the self-titled album. The first album was the self-titled album.
Okay.
But then they had to change that to Sound 9 because this became the self-titled album.
How the hell did they manage that?
Well,
why
I think they thought of this as a new beginning.
Right.
Maybe because signed to a major, only the 1 album in the end. But it's a great album. At the End of My Days, The Wolf, Psychotic Reaction, Rest in Peace is awesome. It's just a great album all the way
I don't
through.
think I've ever heard that album, to be honest.
Oh man, you got to hear it. It's so good.
Names. I remember having trouble with that double album, and I never played it a great deal. I had it. What I used to do back in the day with my albums, I'd make them into mixtapes. So I'd go out like on the weekend, I'd play like 20 albums, and then I'd make tapes, not like all the whole song, but I'd play 1 track of this one track of that band. I used to go in like bloody procession, taking albums up on one and recording 1 song onto a tape, so I could listen to it on my Walkman. I was on the way to work and all that kind of thing. I've got 320 mixtapes still upstairs. Like of all my music, all my records.
I used to do that a lot.
Yeah, I've still got them just sitting up there.
Christian Doom in a way, but like
I was never too sure that was Christian or just using Christian influence lyrics.
They didn't promote themselves as Christian Doom. They just sung a lot lot about Christian stuff.
Yeah.
But by the time this album,
there's something about the Bible that's got an inherent doom to it, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, talking about psalms and you know, hymns and so forth.
But like lyrically, it was still quite doomy because it would be like. Well, if God don't help you, you're doomed. Yeah. It's kind of that kind of fight to it.
There is like I think there's a big element.
God help me, you know, a lot of that going on.
Like witches and so, you know, that kind of thing. Some of it's like they might sing about it, but they could be doing it from an anti-religious kind of way.
Yeah.
But I mean, you look at some of the bands. You've got Black Sabbath. Sabbath is like a religious day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then you've got Candlemas, which is a religious festival.
Yeah.
There is
with an extra S.
Yeah, and they had what's it? Epistle number 9, was that what they did?
Oh, sure.
There's something like that, Epistle something or other, which was basically a hymn, like, but just done to doom metal. They had that for one of their tracks. Can't remember what album it was
There's
on.
religious connotations all over
I just think that's all it is, more than anything.
Sorry,
you've made a fucking mess.
Myself.
Yeah, no, you just fucking... He just leaves it all for me to clean up afterwards. He just fucks off home, leaves it all to me to do.
Drink your beer.
Can't pour a fucking beer to save his life.
That's an Australian beer. It's really nice, this one, actually. I know you're not into the Goldens, but
yeah, a bit pale
nice.
for me. Actually, some of the description didn't sound like I'd be that interested in. He's talking about lager hops in it, which put me off a bit.
Yeah, no.
Wheat malt. Sometimes the wheaty ones aren't too.
I like wheat beer though. It doesn't taste like wheat beer. It just tastes like a golden ale.
Okay.
Really, it's nice. Again, this next band, I could have loads of albums, but I've only got one. That's the story of my teas today, really.
Yeah, it looks like it. I see it from here.
Yeah, it's funny because
get it on.
it's not my favourite.
Is that them? Get it on, bang a gong.
This is T-Rex.
So
I don't know if there's a feel it. It feels quite.
It feels like it's made out of different material, something, doesn't it? Is it like a hemp cover or something weird like that?
I don't know if it's original either, but
it's just like a really weird pulp paper stock, isn't it?
yeah.
So they've made it like, I don't know.
I don't know if it's a re-release or original. Actually, it looks old, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But this is T-Rex's first album,
Right.
Ride a White Swan. Before this, they were called. There was he was in a band called Tyrannosaurus Rex before T-Rex, which my dad really loved.
He didn't like changing names much.
yeah, make it shorter and more easier. Yeah. But they were more folky,
right?
And so when he formed T-Rex, he got a guitarist in and rocked out.
I'm a big fan of dinosaurs, so any band with dinosaur connotation is always good for me. I like this doom death metal band called Tyrannosaurus. I just think that's a fucking awesome name.
It is.
It's like a sorceress plus a Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah, you can't argue
Tyrannosaurus. That's fucking gold, that is.
That is. So this has quite more of a folky feel, even though there's a bit more guitar in it. But I want to get the Slider, because the Slider's the classic T-Rex album.
Right.
But yeah, Ride a White Swan.
Mark Bolan's in it.
Mark Bolan, yeah.
Another unfortunate one to die.
Yeah, I think it might have been a 27 Club and all. It might have been older. It might have been older. No, yeah.
We should look it up, maybe.
Crashed in Barnes. I've seen the place where it crashed.
Where was
There's
it?
a plaque. Barnes in the Putney area.
Right, okay.
I've seen the road. It's Putney Road.
Okay.
Yeah, West London.
Right.
Putney Road.
Yeah. What happened? Did he just lose control of the car? Or
It weren't him. I don't think he was even driving.
Oh,
I'm not sure, but yeah, smashed into a tree apparently.
Sad.
Yeah.
He was 30 when he died.
30.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, he wasn't quite 30. He was just fucking 2 weeks short of his 30th birthday. That's shit, isn't it?
Yeah. The T-Rex are really, really cool. One more T-Rex.
I'm looking at Phil Lynott now because I can't do the maths, but he was 30 odd.
How old was he?
Born in 49, died in 86, he'd been 37, wasn't he?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Almost 37. Yeah, 36, yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Right, what you want in your life is another Hawkwind connection.
Oh yeah.
That's what you want in your life.
About them for ages.
Yeah. Well, this is Nick Turner, who was the saxophone, vocalist, flute guy.
Okay.
In Hawkwind. Wrote some really classic songs with Hawkwind actually. After he left, he did.
I didn't know they had flutists as well.
Yeah, saxophone and flute. He played.
Jeff Rotold didn't fucking have words with him. No, what do you think you're playing at? That's our fucking band.
That's our thing.
Yeah, you slags.
It was more like he played more saxophone than flute.
Right.
A bit of vocal and. But after he left Hawkwind, he formed this Nick Turner's Sphinx.
Okay.
And what he did, he played in the pyramids. You know.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he played in the pyramids.
Really?
The flute. Amazing. And
you recorded it? So you got all the weird sort of acoustics and like resonance or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
He also got Steve Hillage, a guitarist from the 70s, to help out, and he did this album.
It's a weird concept, isn't it?
Yeah. It's quite a weird album. He's a weird guy, though.
You've got to have a bit of money behind you, though, to get permission to do that kind of shit, don't you?
Nights. I don't know why there's lots of nights. I don't know why there's lots of nights.
It just says light a lot on the back.
Nights.
What does it say on these little things at the front here? Twinkle.
Yeah.
So they're made to look like stars, and they've got twinkle written on it. So they're like twinkle, twinkle little stars, I suppose. Nothing to do with sphinx and sphincter. They're not meant to be anuses, are they?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't either. There's a couple of nights together there. And there's a line going all the way through, diagonally across it. Yeah, that's just probably just done to
Is that,
make people go, what's going on,
is that a
man?
word? From this?
Day. It's spelling out the word day, isn't it?
Spelling out the word
I
day.
thought it was a cock and balls. That's
Oh,
a really-
night and day. See how what is done there? It's all night and written out
it's all
day.
day made out of
There you go,
nights.
it's day.
And I suppose it's loads of stars
Day.
made out of trinkles, I suppose, with twinkle in them.
It's a weird album, actually.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I need to hear it again.
It's
But
Flutes of the Sphinx.
Flutes of the Sphinx, yeah.
Or the pyramids or whatever. Crazy, man,
Well,
crazy.
Crazy stuff, man.
So,
That's the last album, it
it
is, and I
is.
should have more from this band
I
as well.
recognise that from the back.
Yeah.
I haven't got any of theirs either. It's another band I've really not got any of. It's one of those bands that, like, if like getting into like rock metal or whatever, and you looked at them and thought, nah, not for me. Like, what, like glam kind
Glammy.
of ridiculous.
It's only
totally ridiculous.
looking,
And,
yeah.
Yeah, and I think so.
when you're hearing it, like,
I don't know any of their songs. I don't know any of their songs. So then I saw them at bloody Bloodstock headline, and it was like, fucking hell, these
yeah,
are really
metal,
good.
Metal band.
Yeah, it was like, wow, they fucking really put on a show. And
It's great
and
show.
it seems like I knew their songs more than I thought I did,
Yeah.
because they're singing, I would never recognise this one.
Yeah,
It's
they
so
got
familiar.
lumped in with the glam rock scene
Cock rock or
because of the way they looked or dressed up. But they were a bit more aggressive and a bit more metal. Like Wasp.
Yeah.
Like Wasp were also
I quite
lumped
like
in with
Wasp,
it. But
yeah,
to
I
me,
like Wasp.
Wasp and Twisted Sister more shock
Yeah,
rock.
yeah.
Shock metal and glammy.
Yeah.
But still a bit glammy, you know,
Yeah.
because you had to be.
But if you're wearing makeup and you got pink,
Yeah.
say big blonde hair like that, you kind of are glammy, aren't you?
So there we go, Twisted Sister. You Can't Stop Rock and Roll, which is their second album.
Can't stop rock and roll.
Wicked album. It's my favourite album. The Kids Are Back's on it. Like a Knife in the Back. Ride to Live, Live to Ride. Awesome. I Am, I'm Me. I Am, I'm Me. Love that song.
No.
So yeah, this and Stay Hungry are like their two big albums really. That Stay Hungry was after it. I have to get that album. It's really good.
Haven't Raven got an album called Stay Hungry as well? That's my imagination. Maybe.
There you're gonna have to
I'll
have a
look it
look.
up again now.
Oh, I've not got an inside.
And that's it. That's not so many.
Yeah, because I've got a lot of
yeses.
I've got a lot of
Big
bands. I've got a lot of bands that I should have more albums by.
Yeah, if you had the full complement, you'd
be here forever.
no, Stay Hard. Stay Hard is
Stay
the Raven
Hard.
one. I'm sure I've had that thought before.
What?
Thinking it was Stay Hungry.
You've had that thought before about
Staying hard. Yeah, I've had that often. Yeah, but let's not go there. Let's not talk about my nights in church. Let's not talk about the night at the church choir. Yeah. They're talking nonsense. I don't know why. I'm only on my second beer. I'm talking rubbish already. Well, that was a lot shorter than the blinking Essies, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The bloody 2 hour and 22 minutes Essies.
Yeah, that was good going.
That was even 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Maybe it
probably
was.
not. Probably not.
Who knows?
Maybe.
I mean, I'm sure it's going to be the longest
okay.
one till the end though, because you've not had that many U's.
No, V's or
a few U's.
W's.
Is it just one band you'll use?
2 bands maybe.
Right.
V's.
Can't believe
Can't be
you've got many
many.
V's.
No, I ain't got many V's and W's.
Got any Voivod?
Yeah. I've not got many W's either. But yeah, and I've got a few comps, compilations, but
Compilations, singles.
got quite a few 7-inches actually.
Yeah. So we'll have to do that as a separate show.
So that's it.
That's it then, that's the tease.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching.
Might be a show on the hour if I can get my arse together.
Yeah, his show might be starting soon.
On the hour.
Pardon me, the link is down below. Make sure you check out my podcast.
Yeah.
The link is down below for my podcast as well. Cheers for tuning in.
Cheers.
Goodbye and all that kind of thing.
Cheers.